Hey there, and welcome to Investing Guide. We've got some very exciting news for you from the world of crypto. As the world of decentralized finances of DeFi starts entering the mainstream, and with more and more companies accepting cryptocurrency as a legitimate form of financing, perhaps the hottest new cryptocurrency out there is Litecoin. Now, I'm sure most of you have heard about Bitcoin and Ethereum and Ripple, but what is it that makes Litecoin so exciting? What is making some investors think that Litecoin looks like such an attractive buy? Is it really true that it is so heavily undervalued right now? As many of you seasoned investors are well aware, one of the most simplistic investing strategies is to buy in the dip. Bitcoin is currently trading at about $55,000, which is pretty unreasonable for the casual investor. But Litecoin currently trades at about $400 per coin, and there have been predictions that it is set to hit the $10,000 mark later this year. That's around a 25 times growth, and something that we at Investing Guide simply can't ignore. Now we're going to take a look at Litecoin, and a deep one at that. A decent crypto that's slowly starting to enter big financial news across the world. Pay close attention and stick with us until the end of the video, because Litecoin is a boom that could potentially see some serious returns. Now, Litecoin isn't exactly new to the scene. The currency actually hit the crypto space in around 2011. It's actually an extremely early altcoin that was heavily based around Bitcoin. In fact, the technology behind it makes it nearly identical to Bitcoin. However, there does exist some core advantages to using Litecoin. Perhaps one of the greatest benefits of using Litecoin over Bitcoin is the fact that Litecoin networks process a block every 2.5 minutes, as opposed to Bitcoin's every 10 minutes. This guarantees faster transactions than possible with Bitcoin. Another brilliant advantage that Litecoin holds over Bitcoin is the fact that the script algorithm is actually considerably more advanced. This means that mining Litecoin is actually more complicated and expensive to produce in comparison to Bitcoin. However, ultimately there shall exist a total of 84 million Litecoin in circulation, as opposed to the total of 21 million Bitcoin. This indicates a considerably lower per coin valuation, and makes this $10,000 coin prediction so much more incredible. Right now, Litecoin, or LTC, is not performing as well as predicted by some. The entire crypto sector saw a noticeable dip across the previous year, primarily due to the coronavirus and its heavy effect on the global economy. Litecoin in particular was extremely negatively affected. Within the first week alone of the lockdown, LTC actually saw a 62% dip in trading price. Within the crypto space, that sort of volatility is to be expected. As of Q2 2021, many more are anticipating the Litecoin boom. Although not making huge waves across the international crypto scene, Litecoin has been performing well since its 2011 creation, consistently being featured as a top 10 crypto coin investment. This most recent fall, however, has had many investors thinking that the more outdated Litecoin proof-of-work concept is unnecessarily complex, especially in comparison to the easier and more streamlined proof-of-stake concept behind the Ethereum ecosystem. However, purely looking at Litecoin as a financial investment and a crypto asset has revealed many more interesting and highly lucrative things. Across the 2015-2016 period, Litecoin doubled in value. This marked the beginning of the worldwide crypto sensation that rocked the international financial market. Since its early days, Litecoin has certainly seen its fair share of ups and downs, but the particularly heavy dips across the global quarantine is one that is set to pay off, and soon. Although most cryptos dipped heavily during the lockdown, one major factor changed during that period: public opinion. Although crypto dipped, the primary reason that many are considering is behind the market performance due to an influx in sales. An increase in crypto sales resulted in a decreased price. This actually showed people that were losing their jobs and experiencing the dropping strength of their normal fiat currency, the true value of crypto. More and more people around the planet would have started to realize the true value of a currency that was not linked to any other traditional financial instrument. It is through this incoming surge that Litecoin is expected to hit that $10,000 valuation. Currently, the predictions for the 2021 performance of Litecoin range from $67 to $600, even $5,000. But what about that mathematical $10,000 valuation? There exists plenty of considerations when looking at exactly what influences the trading price of Litecoin. So the strong relationship and links to Bitcoin from its similar release date, highly identical tech to its usage of proof-of-work model, has resulted in the Litecoin trading price basically emulating that of Bitcoin. a side-by-side comparison shows the clear correlation between Bitcoin and Litecoin. This was a serious issue, although there does exist very close links between the two currencies. Litecoin has been attempting to distance itself from Bitcoin and operate as a wholly self-sufficient and independent crypto. The team behind Litecoin has even been financing sports and charity ventures in order to establish its own brand and identify itself apart from Bitcoin. This increased brand awareness is highly desirable as an aspect of the new Litecoin business strategy. The most notable investments are currently in MMA and the NFL. Furthermore, Litecoin has worked tirelessly towards simplifying its ease of use. The world of crypto has always been an extremely complicated and technical field that blended both a complex understanding of finance and technology. Previously, many smaller altcoins required Bitcoin to purchase. Litecoin has strived away from that and has been able to secure a large number of institutional investors due to this independence. This noticeable level of interest from large companies and businesses is an extremely unique situation to Litecoin in particular. As such, the company's been heavily reinvesting funds since 2017 in order to redevelop its infrastructure and to support and sustain the sort of financial transactional requirements these sorts of institutional investors would need. The fact that Litecoin will soon be able to support complex financial mechanics such as ETF funds, options, futures, and derivatives trading on the robust proof-of-work model is highly desirable and shall be positively reflected in the trading price. Now, Bitcoin is easily the face of crypto, but is so insanely valuable and volatile purely because most people are trading the crypto as an asset. All these cryptos are made with the intention of being used as an actual currency, something that you can buy and sell stuff with. No one would dream of using Bitcoin as such because the value of your holdings shifts so dramatically. Now, Litecoin understands that it will be difficult to offset Bitcoin as the king of crypto and has opted to focus heavily on being an actual currency. Traditional currencies get value from the gold or oil or reserves that support them, as well as the purchasing power. If you can't buy anything with the US dollar, it's not going to be worth the paper it's printed on. In an effort to shift the Litecoin from purely being considered as an investment opportunity, there's been many campaigns and marketing recently in order to stimulate the usage of Litecoin for actual payments. There are currently a few places accepting Litecoin payments, although that number is set to increase drastically over the upcoming year. The company's hinted at and has clearly established a decent amount of strategic partnerships in order to support and sustain its growth. But the more pressing question as to whether cryptocurrencies will be able to be ever fully utilized as an actual currency remains to be seen. Another major revolutionary step that Litecoin wants to establish is true interchangeability. This is the ability for every Litecoin to be identical to the next. One of the most revolutionary aspects of cryptocurrencies is through the blockchain, the fact that every transaction is recorded in this huge and extremely transparent ledger. However, some of these Litecoins are contaminated, and this means the coins either have been stolen or used in illegal transactions. These individual coins and their transactional history can be seen across the Litecoin network, and through achieving interchangeability, that means that individual coins cannot be identified as such, therefore applying more privacy to the Litecoin network. This technology has been implemented on the Litecoin network from 2020, but developers are still maintaining a close eye, although it is not certain as to whether true crypto privacy has ever been achieved and whether the technology is stable enough to fully endorse. One thing is for certain, once this next step in crypto anonymity gets rolling, it will change the whole face of the crypto financial market. Litecoin is clearly a very interesting and highly desirable asset. The company's been striving for many years to step outside from the shadow of Bitcoin. And perhaps 2021 is the year that it finally does so. With fantastic partnerships and deals in the works, Litecoin will potentially become the first cryptocurrency actually used as a currency. From the back end, Litecoin is also rapidly growing, and it's developing its technology, striving to actually become a fully confidential and anonymous payment platform. Still in its early stages, but a 2021 rollout could easily see the Litecoin trading price skyrocket. Furthermore, the company is rumored to implement futures, options, and derivatives trading in the upcoming months. As an asset, Litecoin has always performed reliably, not making big news with insane volatility or ludicrous valuations, but consistently appearing as the top 10 coin offerings on the most decentralized exchanges. And although the future may seem uncertain for the well-established cryptocurrency survivor, it is clear to see that Litecoin can be considered a highly attractive feature on any diversified crypto asset portfolio. But with the sheer number of brilliant projects, partnerships, and implementations in the works, all set to see the open markets in 2021, perhaps the $10,000 Litecoin price prediction isn't as ridiculous as we once thought. Let us know what you think. Is Litecoin a buy, a hold, or a sell? Leave us a message in the comments below, and don't forget to share this with some bullish crypto investors. And please smash that subscribe button. While you're still here, check out one of these two videos on your screen.